Hello everybody and welcome back to another stream. Oh, really? You had a fucking pre-show at 12:30 it said, and it doesn't start for another 12 minutes. Oh, why do you do this? Fucking shit. Really hope the pre-showing just on another stream entirely, because that would suck. Well, I guess I didn't have to rush as much as I thought. Because I did say 30 minutes beforehand, the pre-show will start. And we got a countdown. So, yeah. I think they're a bit off. And yeah, I'm probably gonna get copyright claim for this music, I just know it. But yeah, hopefully everything works alright, because I had some crashing issues the other day, and that made me have to underclock my CPU, so I don't know if it's gonna bug out because the CPU ain't clocked high enough or something, but yeah. Hopefully it should be fine. I was looking at Twitter trying to see about the pre-show, and apparently Walmart and Microsoft is trending because they launched a joint bid to buy TikTok. What? Kind of bizarre, but okay. Yeah, so I just have no idea what to say because, like I said, I was expected to start instantly. So, yeah. We'll say at least they got some good music in this show, I guess. Yeah, I'm just not sure how to kill time here. I guess I can read some Discord messages while I'm waiting. Hey Disney. Yeah, I started early because they said, oh yeah, join us 30 minutes before the start of the show for a pre-show. They went live exactly on time, but it was a 12-minute countdown. Like, really? Oh yeah, and you also missed the distraction dance in the intro. I mean, should sound the same as it always does. Unless, like, the audio's bugging out or something. Yeah, I was actually gonna send it to you, but I saw it right as I was going live, so I didn't have time. They did it last year, too. It's basically just another, like, Game Awards style show, well, without the awards, but hosted by Jeff Keighley, announcements, etc. But yeah, there's supposed to be a ton of stuff like on that they announced so far, and let me actually pull up a list because I think they have a list of what they said is going to be here. If my browser didn't freeze up for some reason. That was bizarre. But yeah, I'm just trying to kill time now because, like I was telling Disney, like, they said, oh yeah, we're gonna do a 30-minute early pre-show. They start exactly 30 minutes before it was supposed to start, but there's a 12-minute countdown. So it's like, that's not a 30-minute pre-show, that's like 20 minutes. Yeah, there's a sneak peek at Fall Guys Season 2. Bethesda's supposedly supposed to announce something, nobody knows what. Bungie, Deep Silver, Devolver, EA, 2K, Activision, Bandai Namco, Gearbox, PlayStation, Xbox Game Studios, Warner Bros, and some others, probably. And then, yeah, Black Ops Cold War, a new Lego Star Wars game, apparently. So something Disney would probably be interested in. More about Crash 4, Scarlet Nexus. Ratchet and Clank gameplay. Destiny 2, Doom Eternal, Little Nightmares 2. Yeah, like they've already said enough. Nice. I haven't heard much about the new COD, to be honest, other than like this trailer got censored in like China or something, but not. I mean, it's to be excuse me. I can't talk today. It's to be expected. But yeah, Disney, did you hear what I said? There's supposed to be gameplay of the new LEGO Star Wars here, in case you're interested. Because Star Wars. But I guess I should also say, let me know if the volume levels are good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Activision either. It's just like, a lot of the shit they pull are, eh. Well, yeah, I mean, I am loud, but like, I could easily adjust some of the stuff if needed, because it currently shows my mic is actually peaking in the red. But, and with the, I can't remember what the fuck it's called. The, I don't know how long the show is. The ducking. You know, like the actual stream volume lowers when I talk, so I probably could turn down the mic then, because obviously it makes the actual stream audio really fucking quiet when my mic's actually peaking, so. How does this sound instead? Turned it down from like negative 3.5 to negative 7 decibels. Okay, and less than a minute left here. I about to say, is that their end that's having the cuts? Yeah, because it's always a weird thing trying to get the balance of this correct, because, you know, obviously the stream fluctuates all over the place, and you want to make sure that, you know, every time you talk, you can hear yourself over the stream audio. But it's also a pain in the ass to have to adjust everything every time, so. May contain games that are appropriate for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the Gamescom Open.
And Kyle Bossman.
Pre-show. I'm Kyle Bossman, and this is my hot and stinky apartment. I realize you probably have a lot of questions right now. Like, who is this guy? Not that important. Is this the show? No. Just to be clear, this is the pre-show. This is you and me for the next 20 minutes getting excited about opening night live.
Bossman is like the best freaking person.
Is gonna look nice. That one's got Jeff Keighley. That one's got a budget. It's gonna be fancy looking. Not like this. And then you might be thinking, wait, is the next 20 minutes just this guy with his headband talking to me about stuff? No. It's gonna be some of that. But most of the show is trailers. We have world premiere trailers right here for the pre-show. If anything, my job is just to smile at you and fill time in between trailers.
I always find it weird how it's like, oh yeah, we got world premiere stuff during the pre-show. When it's like, couldn't you just, you know, put that part of the main show instead of having a pre-show? Just make the normal show longer.
Is a game that was just announced earlier this year at an Inside Xbox event from Bandai Namco.
Scarlet Nexus.
Scarlet Nexus.
This one looks kind of interesting. I mean, just a anime game, obviously, but like the actual like combat and stuff and like art style looks really damn good.
Intruders were just detected. have to work together.
Or the world will be destroyed. We have so many different powers.
Let's do this. You have your ways of doing things, and I have mine.
Yeah, this music slaps. But yeah, I love how everything has a cyberpunk aesthetic right now.
If you're just now joining us, this is the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020 pre-show. That was a trailer for a video game and not an anime, and I'm Kyle Bossman, not important. For the next 20
God
minutes,
damn it.
much less than now, we are counting down the minutes until the big show, Opening Night Live, in which you're going to get fresh looks at Fall Guys Season 2, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War was just announced yesterday. We're already getting to see more of that tonight. Lots of things to see. Cindy Goodman from IGN is going to be giving out...
I love that they're saying tonight, because, like, technically speaking, Gamescom is based in Europe, so this is night for them, even though they're recording in the US, so it's day.
Lots of stuff in ONL. It is going to be a chunky, thick show. But, in the meantime, for the
chunky, thick show,
for another world premiere on our end, the game next that we're going to see is called Quantum Error. And parents,
Quantum Error.
Now, it's time to put the kids to bed, because it's about to get scary as hell in here. I don't care if you're in the Western Hemisphere, and it is...
God, stop staring at my soul, Bossman.
Put the kids to bed.
Well then. Okay, so PlayStation logo, so possibly a PlayStation exclusive? At the very least, timed.
You recovered. The answer to all our questions.
I always love when games do this, where they don't have a HUD and they instead put the HUD like directly on like the weapons and objects you interact with.
Use them to travel the stars.
But yeah, I wonder, this seems like it could be a good fit for like PlayStation VR, possibly.
Humanity's reach will be infinite.
Intriguing. I mean, probably not something I would play, to be honest, but definitely interesting looking.
We've got a lot more world-exclusive trailers to go, more pre-show to go, an interview with Jeff Keighley. Next up, we have a car brand synonymous with racing.
A car brand?
Innovation
What?
and a key partner of Gamescom for years, Ford. They're about to exclusively reveal the first ever car made with gamers for gamers. Check it out.
What?
Ford knows racing. In 2019, we
A gaming car, what?
gaming, and Team Fordzilla was born. And that was just the beginning. In May, we launched Project P1 to design a car in collaboration with gamers for gaming. This project...
What the hell is this?
And our designers...
They're making a car for gamers, what?
So on to our first global announcement. Please welcome our first ever Team Fordzilla Project P1 model.
I mean, that actually looks... well, assuming that was what was behind them. Yeah, honestly, looks pretty damn cool. Like, futuristic, but like, really you're gonna mark it as a gamer car? But yeah, so I'm guessing what they're about to say is it's going to be available in some game, like for you to play shortly.
Now our second global announcement. You got us so excited with Project P1 that we are now committing to make a real-world version of this groundbreaking car.
Yeah.
If I didn't have games, I think I...
Yeah, I don't really get that. Like, and they didn't even announce, hey, we're putting it in a game. It's just, we made the car with gaming in mind, and we're going to make a real version of it. Okay.
If there was no game, what else would I do? I mean, I like tech, but you need
Also, hello, Lamar.
the technology. And so if I can't play things, if I wasn't into gaming, yeah, it'll be a lot of TV watching.
If there's out there a universe where I'm not a gamer, then I probably would start to game.
I think I will try something to put some smile on the face of everyone.
I would watch a lot more movies and read more books and get bored.
Welcome back to the Opening Night Live pre-show. This is only the second year of ONL existing, but I think it is safe to say that this year's will be unconventional. So to tell us what to expect from the show this year, please welcome Jeff Keighley. We are now joined by Jeff Keighley, host and executive producer of Open.
Hey, he's not on the stage, which means they must have pre-recorded stuff.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. So back in April, Gamescom said we're going digital this year. When did you start thinking about ONL and how that's going to look?
Well, we knew last year we were going to do another ONL this year because it was a big success, but yeah, we had no idea what format it was going to take. Normally we are in Cologne. This year we're doing it from Los Angeles, but I actually, Gamescom came to me and said, we definitely want to do ONL. It's a digital event for the whole world, so even if we don't have something physically in Germany, we still want to do this show with you. And I said I was doing Summer Game Fest, and maybe we can bring all these things together to create this grand finale for the show. And all summer I was really hoping to do a show that was a little bit bigger than I've been, broadcasting from home here for many months, and I wanted to do something with kind of a set and a little bit of spectacle to it, and bring the whole industry together, and that's what we're going to do.
So is it going to be just as long as a regular show?
Yeah, we have like 2 hours of stuff to show folks from across the industry.
2 hours, okay.
The biggest games out there like Call of Duty, and then a lot of really interesting titles. Of course, we're going to have some amazing next-gen stuff in the show, and Fall Guys Season 2, which has become a thing over the past couple of weeks. So it's really fun to have like the big and the small and the surprises and next-gen all blended together. But yeah, it's a full-blown show, 2 hours.
Is it going to be just back-to-back trailers, or are you going to do some interviews and demos?
You will definitely see trailers. You will see some extended gameplay demos of some titles as well. There will be a few interviews with a couple of developers. We've got some special guests. And one thing I will say kind of right out of the gate is that this is not sort of wall-to-wall shock and awe announcements of new games similar to last year at Gamescom. We have some really
Set expectations.
Games that fans are excited about and meaningful, but the kind of big surprise announcements, we have a few things in the show, and we have lots of great things planned for the Game Awards. But similar to last year, this is really a showcase of like big holiday games coming next year that you know about. So I would tell people to set their expectations to be really meaningful updates on existing games versus blowing you away with surprise shock announcements.
Great. Jeff, I'm personally looking forward to the show.
Well, me too. It's been really fun to build this, but even working with our team, it's been challenging to do things safely in the era of COVID, and it's meant a lot to me that Gamescom has said we still want to do this show, and I think for all of us in the industry, we want that big showcase. So I'm just really excited to honestly like leave home, do like have a set, and you'll see we've got like screens and lights, and it's. If we do it right, we're going to hopefully create that magic moment that we haven't felt this summer, right? And a lot of the events this summer have been pre-taped, and they've been great and lots of cool game info, but I really wanted to do something live with a lot of energy to it. So if we do things right, that's what people are about to see.
Very cool. Good luck with everything.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks for hosting the pre-show.
I'm doing my best. So just so we're all on the same page about what just happened, that was basically an interview with my boss using questions that I mostly already know the answers to. So
Yeah.
Considering all that, I think that went pretty well. Next up, we do have another world premiere trailer, baby. Vroom vroom honk honk for Dirt 5.
Okay, so more Dirt 5 stuff. Yep, vroom vroom. Why is there so many cars at this pre-show? Just like gamer car and now car game. Huh, map editor. That's interesting. Okay. To be continued. What?
So you think like a vampire bit a car and sucked out gas? To be continued. It is now time.
What the fuck was that teaser at the end?
That I've been reading your live comments. I see them right now. Everybody's blowing up, demanding Kyle's 10 reasons to be excited for opening night live.
God damn it.
Let's kick it off. Reason number 10 to be excited for opening night live 2020, feeling excited for next gen again. Number 9, Jeff Keighley wardrobe reveal. Number 8 reason to be excited for opening night live 2020, Destiny trailers are usually pretty good. Number 7, it will mean this pre-show is finally over. Number 6, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Number 5 reason to be excited for ONL 2020, Shadow Drops. Fall Guys season.
That's actually kind of ironic because, like, Boss was basically the guy who coined Shadow Drop.
From a mysterious PlayStation 5 exclusive. Ooh. Number 2, everything else in my life sucks right now. And the number 1 reason to be excited for opening night live 2020, Jeff Keighley said it's gonna be good. We have one final world premiere trailer to show off, and this trailer is an announcement of a Switch version.
A Switch version?
Game from 2018 that can only be described as Dinosaursy.
What? Dinosaursy, what?
You think that things are going to turn out...
Oh, it's Jurassic World. Yeah.
Well, the ones before you did too. Because they believed that they were in control. And control, well, here's the thing.
I mean, like, this game, like, does seem like it would work great for the Switch, but, like, what an odd thing to show at this. Just, like, a port of a 2018 game that a lot of people, to be honest, weren't the biggest fan of.
You see, life can be tenacious and stubborn. Life will not be contained. And what makes us such unique creatures?
Honestly, I doubt Nintendo's gonna announce anything here, because they'd rather do it in their own directs, and they aren't even gonna have their own damn directs, so... Yeah, that's a very weird like
That's all we have
thing to
for
announce.
you in this very pre-show. Please be excited for the actual opening night live, in which you'll see some Destiny 2, you'll see Fall Guys Season 2, you'll see Black Ops Cold War, that mysterious PlayStation 5 demo, some things we've probably never heard of before. I think it's going to be a very good show. I'm personally excited about it. Me. I should thank you, actually, for putting up with my nonsense for the last 20 minutes. It is appreciated, but seriously, enjoy the show.
Okay, here we go.
So what's the plan?
God, the freaking buffering.
To take control of our world.
We actually see here.
Out of place.
Let's bump down to 720p 60. Okay, well maybe not. It's maybe their end, it seems.
We have what it takes.
All right, I'm going in.
To be heroes?
What we're doing here could change things forever.
Tonight, we bring the world together.
You're with us now.
We celebrate who we are.
This is humanity's chance to repent.
And what we are.
I'm with you every step of the way.
The future of gaming. Welcome to Gamescom, opening night live.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Keighley.
That's staged, though.
Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than normal, and I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only going to get better. Well, all summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. Plus, we might have a couple surprises along the way, too. But before we start, I want to acknowledge and thank all the game developers, marketers, and publishers who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home have some pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you why you love to play games. And with that, we're
and COD first.
First game with a game that was just
God, I love that. Like AR kind of stuff.
Is Dan Vondrak from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek. Dan, how you doing?
Good, Jeff. Thanks for having me here. This has been a dream project for us to work on from nearly the beginning of development. We knew Black Ops Cold War was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning to the pillars that built the Black Ops franchise: deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in history, and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, and it's really something that we know would feel relevant to today and also uniquely Black Ops.
Well, you start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops canon? You said it's a direct sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason and seeing how all those personalities mix with some of the new characters. So the campaign takes place in 1981, and we love that we've been able to have so many connections to the original Black Ops and really be that direct sequel to the game.
Now, one thing that I'm really excited about this is you're
I find it interesting that it's like a direct sequel, considering they just did a reboot of the Arrow series.
Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Yeah, one of the driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background.
Character creation, that's kind of new.
They are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard-driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice, comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that Black Ops has always
multiple
been
endings.
Take risks, and we all know they did some of this in Black Ops 2. And with our story and with these features, we loved paying homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh, yeah, I remember the numbers. All right. Well, Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a Switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us. What are you going to show us?
Switch?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
interesting.
This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the game, and it's a critical point that really shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
"1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968, the Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers, orchestrated by Perseus, attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West."
You can't. God damn it, Jeff. You can't just make a fucking Switch pun and then not even say it's on Switch. Like, really?
Largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. I mean, personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Yeah, honestly, I just really don't care about this game because, like,
Perseus threat seriously?
you know, I've just never been a COD person anyway. Not even because of Activision. I'm just not a shooter person. So,
sir,
every time Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is going to happen. Something that will affect.
I mean, I don't know the voice actors, but one of those is supposed to be like Ronald Reagan. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know what actor it's supposed to be.
Mr. President.
Sir. Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
It's like, I know some people that would be excited for this, like Mr. Sir, but yeah.
Most likely.
For me, it's just,
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are? Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured...
Yeah, that's actually something interesting somebody point out in a Discord I'm in. There's irony in seeing someone play Ronald Reagan, a man who was once an actor himself. Yeah. Kind of weird. It's like, yeah, it's like obviously you can't just get him on board because, you know, former presidentship, but like, it's like, yeah, kind of ironic.
Tonight we have some new game announcements for you guys as well, including this one, a new next-gen narrative action-adventure game from Reflector Entertainment in Montreal. It's called Unknown 9. The game tells the story of Haruna, a woman raised on the streets of India and haunted by visions of her own death. Haruna struggles to understand her mysterious innate ability.
Yeah, I don't know the company at all, so I have no idea how this would be. I love how this is like the second India-based game I've seen in like the last month. This, and then there's the one that was at the indie world presentation. What the hell? I mean, pretty good trailer, but doesn't really say anything about what the game is gonna be like, so. So, like, is there gonna be, like, multiple games, I guess, considering that one's called Awakening? And Doom Time.
To the gameplay, one of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight, we've got an exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1. Check this out.
We have been allies for some time now. I knew who you were the moment you set foot in the room. Your gifts are owed to us now.
The Slayer has arrived. Please proceed with control, but assertive aggression.
We work to resurrect the only ones who can save this world. To serve the gods. Yet again.
Okay. Looks pretty good for a Doom expansion, of course.
2020 marks
God, this stage is like the trippiest thing ever.
legendary game studio.
Ah. Oh, BioWare.
Casey
What?
Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next. Casey, over to you.
New BioWare game, okay.
To see you again. You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining
Okay, yeah, the new Dragon Age.
next generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special.
Hopefully, it's not a flop like the last two BioWare games. Because we really don't need another Andromeda or Anthem.
I've been at BioWare for a really long time, so I've got to see it grow up and turn from a company of 35 people to a company of more than 300 people.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
It's awesome. We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories. And of course, it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy setting.
I hope they're gonna show more than just the concept art, because like they already announced this like a year or two ago at the Game Awards, so
Is a wonderful world to play in.
I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age.
Okay, so we got an actual, like,
Flora, original
animation stuff at the very least.
architecture.
Like, it's still could be nowhere near like the final game, but at least it's more than just concept art.
In the next Dragon Age, we get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus.
But yeah, like, I've never played a Dragon Age game, or like, to be honest, any BioWare game, but yeah, just with how much they fucked up the last two ones, I definitely have no hopes for this to be good at all.
It's really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, and another part want to do both.
They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
I love that line though. Half the people want to kill him, half the people want to marry him.
And that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players want that suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of like the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can affect change in the world.
Decision making can mean that a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means owning.
This is honestly way too dramatic of a trailer for just devs talking.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time.
Next up, it's time for something special.
What the fuck? Back to the Future? What?
Great Scott! I think there's been a serious miscalculation.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future.
I'm Emmanuel Brown, Doctor...
Doc Brown out of nowhere. What the fuck? AKA Christopher Lloyd.
I know who you are, but what are you doing here?
I did come back from the future to this precise moment on August 27th, 2020, because it's imperative...
Also, yeah, he is really fucking old by this point.
Right now.
And what exactly do you have to do with Surgeon Simulator?
During the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Lanarkshire University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility.
Also, Surgeon Simulator, what? Like, is he actually gonna be part of Surgeon Simulator? That'd be fucking weird.
70 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program through your computer and then be medically trained from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of... Great Scott! This very moment.
Wait, what? Shadow Drop?
I want a world premiere, a few examples of some of the incredibly successful...
Well, that was a weird-ass fucking way to announce it.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos, opening 2077. And with that, I leave
2077. Ah.
in your hands. Just make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2. Now, doctor's orders.
That's on his head! No!
Let me give him a little pat on the head. Where does this part go? We got it. He looks good as new.
It's like Surgeon Simulator is cool, but like, it just what's a bizarre way to announce it. Like, I get it, Doc Brown, surgeon, doctor, whatever, but like, of all the people to announce Surgeon Shimmer releasing today, Doc Brown. What? Also, hello, Jackaboy.
Doc Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator, only on Opening Night Live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that
crossover?
I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
What is this gonna be? Because it says crossover. Oh, I think I know what this is possibly. Or maybe not. Yeah, definitely not Smash Bros. I don't think. But what is this? Like, I said that guy almost kind of reminds me of like Napoleon Dynamite or something. Like an older Napoleon Dynamite. Like, what the hell is going on? I mean, now I'm thinking about it, like, this seems kind of like horror-ish, and they said crossover, so possibly a new Dead by Daylight character, maybe? Unless it's something, like, completely new. What the fuck is going on? Wait, bridge constructor? What the fuck? Okay, so they made bridge constructor Portal, and now they're making a Walking Dead one?
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more streams from IGN and Webedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows.
That is bizarre as fuck.
Gamescom this year is Gamescom Now, which you can check out.
It's like, I knew they made a Portal one, but like, a Walking Dead one? What? How?
IGN's post-show is this one, a return of two classic characters that I love. Check this out.
Wait a second. What is this?
In a world gone
I think I recognize this.
One elite force stands against the darkness.
Is this fucking Sam and Max? The old Telltale characters?
But even they could use some help.
Here, slip
It is! What the fuck?
Sam, I'm blind. Oh, hello, miss.
What the hell? That came out of nowhere.
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2.
Wait, winners? I thought they weren't doing any pool things, but yeah. But the Sam Max thing came out of nowhere, especially because they were Telltale, I'm pretty sure, so like, they got a new company doing it now, I guess. Acquired the license.
Dev talks and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And let's go
more events.
For our next big world premiere.
Because it was like Lucasfilm Games, whatever or what they were called, LucasArts, and then Telltale got the characters, and then yeah, they just haven't done anything with them, and then they went bankrupt.
All right, well, on to our next game.
Okay, World of Warcraft. Okay, did not.
Players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living soul has set foot before. the Shadowlands, the afterlife of an entire Warcraft universe. The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions, known as covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And
also, that Sam Max thing, like, they were clearly had, like, kind of like the, Viewmaster style goggles on, so I wonder if that means VR.
We're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond. So sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives. Enjoy.
Pretty cool art style.
Light.
I don't know anything about WoW, so I don't like know about this basically.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the Maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Devos, how long must we
Yeah, I can definitely see now why this is a 2-hour show if they're going to be airing things like this.
is keeping me from us?
It's like, not gonna lie, like, Blizzard makes good animated shorts, but do we really need this in the presentation itself? You know, like, they could have easily been like, yeah, we're just gonna, you know, show you a clip and you can watch the entire thing, you know, on their channel or something, you know, like, I don't think we necessarily need a full, like, 5 to 10 minute short taking part of this.
My student, he betrayed us all.
Show me. The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed!
Enough! The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon. Uther, the time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
I do.
Then prepare yourself. The moment he falls, we will claim him.
I see. Only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that exclusive look at Bastion. Now, we know many of you can't wait to experience Shadowlands, and our friends at Blizzard want you to know the wait is almost over.
There's just so much stuff. But yeah, like seriously, they just showed a fucking 7-minute short, and then now they're showing even more footage. Like seriously, Blizzard, do you really gotta show this much stuff in a taking up all the time of like a 2-hour show?
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet & Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time.
New universe?
From a Canadian studio. Check this out.
What is this? A new universe. Coming to gaming for the first time.
They corrupted, divided, conquered.
Oh, thanks for the follow over on D-Live.
The gates of the celestial realm were thrown open. Our last.
I don't know what this is.
The Stormcast Eternals. Vengeance.
I really wish I could get those alerts to match my other style. I can't do that with D-Live because they don't Streamlabs does not support them. So Yeah.
Unbound, unbroken, we will take back what the dead have ravaged.
Yeah, like what franchise? Okay, Warhammer. Okay, fair enough. But like they said, like franchise new to gaming or something. Like Warhammer, there's been like bajillion Warhammer games. So like what?
Now, you guys may remember back in June,
And Crash Time.
Masked fun with my buddy Crash Bandicoot announcing Crash 4 It's About Time. With the game coming in October, Crash, of course, had to come back for opening night live. So let's bring him out, everybody. Crash Bandicoot. What? He's where?
Oh no. God damn it. Of course they had to get it. Every time they talk about Crash, they have to get the fucking mascot suit out. Yeah, he was in a mask during the announcement event for it too. Like they literally had him in the mask, and he was like delivering the game to Keely. It was kind of hilarious.
Poor Crash apparently didn't get the memo about Gamescom. But to tell us more about what we just saw, I'm
Really, they shot that all the way in Germany.
Lou. What
God damn it!
there with Crash and the Gamescom bot.
Apparently you saw him wandering around Cologne, but what he was hinting at was kind of our reveal of what we call flashback tapes, which are a brand new style of level that we are announcing here today.
Okay, so how do these flashback levels kind of play into the overall Crash?
Oh my god, somebody said, has him wear a mask, immediately fist bumps the guy on the street. God damn it, Crash. It's like, you wear a fucking mask, and then you fist bump somebody, so you're completely ignoring the social distancing stuff.
And they're kind of these devious puzzle rooms that we've made, and they're really hard, and they're really awesome, and they're super creative, and we can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago.
Okay, so some puzzle rooms.
So I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be sort of integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff, or how do you get to them?
Sure. So players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object that they can pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
So beyond the pure challenge, what other fun? How are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms, really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure platforming kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. But then narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective to the franchise. This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally...
So basically, these kind of feel like Celeste B-sides, like they're harder bonus levels.
Awesome. All right, well, Crash 4, It's About Time. Looks phenomenal, Lou. We cannot wait to check it out in October. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right, well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
Also, they just said, yeah, we'll be back for more, so we're having an ad break. God damn it.
The unseen predator. A rupture that obliterates without warning. Alone, the hordes of Enoch will fall before me. But together, this entire planet will fear us. The anomaly alters us, each in our own ways, yet we are drawn down the same road.
Honestly, not sure what this is.
'Cause I feel the way you feel. find the source. Whatever it holds, whatever it takes.
Outriders. Oh wait, this is the people who made one of the Gears games.
Welcome to the Hyperscape. Enter a contender.
Yes, ikuzo.
Leave as a champion.
This is it.
Time to party!
And now we got some sports anime game.
Welcome.
Available tomorrow, so basically Shadow Drop.
Let me get you up to speed. The Underhive's named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering away like ants. Deep underground where we ain't causing trouble but are rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are.
This damn narration, though.
Make some noise. Every Orlog says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers, cloners and... Oh, makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything small...
I love this narrator.
...deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this...
I have no idea what the game is, though, but...
Chaos. Gang warfare. For wealth. For power. Hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready? Necromunda Underhive Wars comes to PlayStation...
Okay. That's a weird name, but... Okay.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future of gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of console will clearly allow AAA and indie developers to build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games, I want autobiographical games. I really want to see what people can do with the medium.
Pro futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução obviamente gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente interage com os games, tudo em busca de experiências mais imersivas.
And now back to the actual show. I just love those fucking augmented reality logos that they do.
About opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the...
This stage is just like the most trippy thing.
...that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of two in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
Teardown. Okay, this looks fun already. I will say the art style, very Minecraft looking.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we
okay, Little Nightmares 2.
Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow. Nice. All right, thank you.
Nice, thank you. I just love that they keep forgetting to mute the damn mics. So you're a little bit at the beginning of each trailer. But yeah, I've still not played the original game, but I've heard it's like really fun good. Oh god, not this game.
WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battleground. Mamma mia! This is great!
God damn it, WWE.
This arcade-style video game is over-the-top outrageous, with over 70 WWE superstars and legends brawling it out like never before. Oh no, hold on to your toupee, Mauro. Look out below. WWE is L-I-T. You know, I'm a little more old school than Mauro, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action. It's a great evening for WWE action. Oh, wow. Take that, Mauro. Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. And now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Mauro.
I spent way too long on this.
Risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride. Mamma mia, what a just hit the snooze button. How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends? This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're going to experience when you head to the battlegrounds. Whew, that's a big toy hammer. Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Seth Rollins delivers the stomp. What a night. What a night. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Pre-order WWE 2K Battlegrounds today and brawl without limits. Mamma mia! Oh, sorry, Moro. I know that's your line.
Hello again. I have even more awards to announce, so let's get right down to it. The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
I'm the perfect shot.
The winner of the Best Action Game is Star Wars Squadrons.
Think you can escape?
This is gonna be close. The winner of Best Multiplayer Game is Operation Tango.
Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world.
I love that they're just doing this like best of kind of announcement award thing, which makes no sense really.
I used to be an explorer.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
I think it's like IGN's like best announcements, whatever, as voted on like people or something. But nah.
It was time for the world to learn my name.
Congratulations to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news. Check it out.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
And now it is time to talk about that Best Action Game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star
Okay, so now Star Wars stuff.
We've missed those.
If Disney's still here.
Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team. Let's check it out.
We all choose our path, light or dark, freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not.
I mean, I can't view the viewer list for some reason, so, and you haven't said anything the multiple times I've said, hey, you're here, so, yeah.
Shattered though it may be, as I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormir sector, hoping to end our New Republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the New Republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron. Hunt down this Starhawk and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Sloan. Over the course of the story, you'll fly as 2 pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron.
I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Oh, that's like footage representative VR gameplay. That was way too smooth to be VR gameplay.
One of our spies, Agent Thorne, has discovered vital intelligence on Project
It's like the camera wouldn't be panning that fucking smoothly.
orbital outpost above Hosni and Prime. Behind enemy lines, you'll have to eliminate perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, you will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorne. Once Thorne is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move, Titan.
Ladies, change course and keep Agent Thorne safe. Titan 3, take out those fighters.
Understood. I'll handle it.
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
No time to celebrate. Move on.
Each mission will immerse you into the escalating conflict between the New Republic and a shattered empire. Debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards to setting a trap in the Xavian abyss. The story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
Let's say, did we know a date before now? I'm not I can't remember if we did, but yeah. Yeah, October 2nd ain't that far away, only like 1 more month, so.
That is not all EA has to share from a galaxy far, far away today. At Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was this incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired the Sims' latest game pack.
Wait, what? A Star Wars Sims pack? What? What the fuck? Star Wars Sims, what the fuck? This is like the most bizarre thing, like, I would have never seen them adding Star Wars stuff to The Sims, but okay. Hey, now we get to hear Star Wars characters speaking Simlish. Damn. Okay, wow, that's like a week. Well, like a week and a half or so. Yeah.
There is even
that
more
came out of nowhere.
Later in the show, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see. And of course, a gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. But right now, you might remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event. And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing indie titles, and now they've absolutely all-star cast to the game. Here's a whole new look.
I was about to say, yeah, I was about to say, like, Deathloop, but no, that's not an indie game. But yeah, 12 minutes, I remember that. That was, like, at E3, like, 2 or 3 years ago, I think, during Xbox's event.
I want you to think of a flower.
But now they got, like, a voice cast?
knows its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing. Moving backward. Returning to its bud. Think of that bud. Unopened.
I think I heard Troy Baker. Or God, what?
May you be free.
I can't think of that fucking name.
May you be free from
like,
fear.
Like the other one that's always in the thing with Troy Baker. Like, why is it blinking me all of a sudden? Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay, definitely not out of them, but.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we announced Godfall, a new looter shooter coming to
this game
from Counterplay.
By Gearbox, and it looks boring as fuck.
Of one of the new Valor plates, with more footage coming as part of Gamescom 2020. Check this out.
Honestly, considering how stuttery the stream is, I think I'm actually gonna take this time to quickly just restart, just to make sure it's all, you know, on sync. Yeah. Well, that was a weird trailer.
To come, exclusive looks at Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2. Wait until you see what the Mediatonic guys are up to, and so much more. But first, I'm sure you saw that earlier this week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion, was released on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And today, it's also on Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
Expand. Explore.
Yeah. From what I've heard from other people, like, this is like basically an open world expansion for Warframe. But like, that's all I've heard. So.
It raged unchecked through metal, bone, flesh. Life. We are infested with it.
Yeah, I played a bit of Warframe. Like, it was definitely enjoyable, but it's just not something I could see myself getting into.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close. The final heartbeat approaches.
We tried turning it off and on again.
But before we fall, we shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
So many people have been discovering or rediscovering video games.
I know, these break things.
Older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who suddenly find they have to do something together with their kids. And I think I've given out more advice about video games in 2020 than any other time ever. And as a result, it's more important than ever that we keep making different, interesting things for folk to play.
A pandemia pela qual a gente está passando tem sido um período difícil a todos. Então, nesse momento, eu acho que a gente precisa lembrar de mostrar mais empatia, demonstrar mais amor, mais carinho e saber que a gente vai sair dessa juntos. Vai ser difícil, mas isso tudo vai passar.
I hope everybody gets healthy and safely through this coronavirus time. Care about other people and wear your masks.
Jogos são, na minha opinião pessoal, a forma de arte mais incrível de se expressar. Eles englobam tudo: música, arte, escrita, e você tem a chance de controlar e vivenciar essas experiências você mesmo. É mágico, é maravilhoso. Jogos são puro amor.
Modus. Oh wait. What's this? Yeah, this is a weird music choice.
My grandmama told me I can't go to heaven, so I stopped praying and asking for blessings and started preparing for my Armageddon. Got nothing to lose, I'm all in. Walking the edge, don't fall in. Enough of the lies, don't apologize. I don't understand, are you foreign? This is the place, this is the site. Grab all your people and log in. I'm waiting, don't care how long it's gonna take. Watching and waiting for that first mistake. Don't come up missing, just checking the list. I'm always aware of your current position. I just hold out to the perfect condition. Coming alive.
Supercharged Mech League. I mean, the character designs are interesting. Oh, it's Override too. What? Wait, special crossover announcement. What? Actually, I own the first game of that. I've not played it, but I own it. But that trailer was weird.
Right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you.
Especially into hour 2. It's 7 minutes past the hour, so.
Fall Guys Season 2 and Ratchet & Clank for PlayStation 5 and so much more across the next hour. Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer, called A Life of Reward Too Big to
Okay,
Ignore.
so now the Mafia remastered thing.
The Salieri crime family. Check this out.
All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right.
One day you're busting your back, doing an honest day's work in a city that's been trying to scrape you off its heels since the day you stepped off the boat. And the next you're stuffing your pockets full of Salieri's dirty money.
Go get him, Tommy!
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys? Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
But yeah, I will say, so far, there's not really been any, like, WoW announcements, but, like, they did say, you know, there wasn't going to be wall-to-wall shock announcements, and what they have shown overall has been pretty good so far. There's just been a lot of stuff that's not my cup of tea. Or that we already know about, so, yeah.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada. Lemnis Gate is coming in early 2020.
Well, that was a mouthful.
Mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
It's like turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS. Like, it's Lego time.
Get ready to experience memorable moments and non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films in Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new fun-filled Lego humor, and now we've got your first look at the gameplay trailer.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Yeah, I think this is technically the first footage we've seen of this, because they announced it like last year, the year before, with just a logo. Saying that, yeah, we're gonna do the whole, you know, all movies in one game.
We need your help.
The Force will be with you, always.
Punch it! Not him, the Falcon. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it, Jedi.
God damn it.
Huh?
Spring 2021, that's a bit far out.
Man, Lego Star Wars looks so fun, coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, Shadow Drop.
It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platformer where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
Physics plays. Okay, well, this looks bizarre. What in the hell is this game? This honestly looks like something made by fucking Adult Swim games. Like, it just has that quality to it. I mean, it looks fun, but it's like really fucking weird. God damn it, more Red Bull ads. Okay. So, what is... This is, by... God, I can't think of who it's by. It's Sega, I think, possibly? Or is it the other one by the Arrow Company? Like... Oh, wait. No. This is actually by Microsoft. I think it's Age of Empires, possibly. It's a strategy game, so... Yeah. Yeah, it's probably Age of Empires 3 remastered or whatever it was. But yeah, another game that's not my cup of tea at all, so. Okay.
Where are we?
And
In your little hope.
this looks like a movie trailer.
Once more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope.
And now Project Cars 3, which just came out, I think. Yeah, probably. Oh, tomorrow.
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have to say, since Origins came out, this new reboot of Assassin's Creed, so to speak, that was my first time getting into it, and I have put almost 400 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
At the moment, I enjoy to play Fall Guys with my friends. It's very funny, easy to learn, but hard to master.
I have a few games that I binge play, games that I return to every year. Halo, the entire Master Chief Collection, is really a big one for me where that's concerned. But I also still just casually binge Animal Crossing, and I've been doing that basically all year.
I haven't put down Animal Crossing since I downloaded it. I find the daily repetitive rhythm so soothing and predictable. Although, much like my house, my island is still a complete tip.
Up next, we have the award for Best Microsoft Xbox Game. And the winner is Tell Me Why. Congratulations to Don't Nod Entertainment. Well, after a big day of Gamescom events and announcements, you'll be happy to know that IGN is going to help you digest all that info with Gamescom Daily Show, where you can get all the daily highlights and a late night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass. And as we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people watching tonight, and I know we're all here because we love games, and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together, and I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers. All right, well, one way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom Forest. Gamescom has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest together. All right, well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, featuring rich, ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware. Here is the first look at gameplay from Chorus.
You have broken my heart by your betrayal.
Okay, yeah, that game.
How many crowns have you won? If one game has defined the summer of 2020, it absolutely is Fall Guys from Mediatonic in London and Devolver. This game is setting records and putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and tonight, Mediatonic is about to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready. I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just wanted to reach out and say thank you to everyone.
Okay, so now time for the Fall Guys announcement.
I've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people...
Honestly, if there's one battle royale I would play, it would probably be this one. It's basically just Wipeout as a battle royale game, and Wipeout is hilarious as fuck.
Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new routes inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
Enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then at Fall Guys Game on Twitter is where you want to be. So
I mean, there's not really that much there. It basically just looked like, yeah, you can do skins, and that's about it.
My father has Colorado in the palm of his hand, and he's afraid to close his fist.
Okay.
I am not.
I have no idea what this is.
His truth is marching on.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. She's already tried once.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there. To Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
Yeah, Wasteland 3, that's what I was thinking. Honestly, I thought that game already came out.
I really haven't found any new appreciation for gaming at this time, because my appreciation for gaming before couldn't be higher.
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer preenchem completamente a conexão social que eu preciso ter com outras pessoas nesses tempos de isolamento, e é o mais próximo que a gente pode ter de experiências reais com pessoas que estão longe da gente.
You get to travel all over the world in games, which is something I've always taken for granted. At the moment I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and you know, I kind of prefer it to the real Japan just because I've heard that in real life they don't let you run around with katanas.
I appreciate games a lot more than films, music or whatever,
and it's just fine for me to have the time to play with friends or even with my family to have a lot of fun.
I've been mostly at home with small children, and gaming is the only thing that I get to do for myself anymore. I find it's not only an escape, it's also a way to challenge my brain.
Gaming is becoming clearly more important for a lot of people. You know, play is a natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part 2 or Ori, yes, it's definitely an incredible time.
One thing I find interesting so far is like there's not really been any Nintendo stuff shown, like not even like third-party games, which is interesting because it's like
Head of Respawn Entertainment.
Oh, Respawn.
When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond,
Okay, Medal of Honor.
bring the series back to its roots.
But like, hasn't really been any Switch stuff, which kind of reminds me of how at the Game Awards last year, the big meme was, "Oh, Nintendo Switch has games," because that fucking ad that they always kept showing, and they didn't have any game announcements. Kind of the same deal this time. Straight up, Nintendo doesn't have anything to show.
Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2002, and I'm really happy he's joined us at Respawn to craft a completely new experience in VR. The team is creating a riveting and emotional journey through World War II like you've never seen or played. It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war through powerful interviews that help set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game. And we could not be more excited to show the world the next look at Medal of Honor Above and Beyond and the game's action-packed story. Let's take a look.
Yeah, another game I could be like, about. But I mean, hey, it's Respawn and they make good shit, so. It'll probably end up being a good game, it's just not a game for me. But hey, VR.
Some of you will see combat. I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you. I'm scared too.
Welcome to France, gentlemen. I lead the local resistance cell. Something big is happening inside Gestapo headquarters. And
Oculus exclusive. Well, the game's dead already. Because nobody's going to want to use Oculus now that you have required to use a Facebook account.
Members of the resistance are perhaps the bravest people fighting in this war. But you really should stop. There is no future in it.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant. It'll be a wild ride, but we'll get you there.
Jet fighters, brace yourselves.
Like I said, boom.
there are things as people I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Somehow this motley crew has been tasked with saving civilization. God help us all.
Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible. And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschman, game director on Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, to talk more about their new VR experience. Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this, and it's so exciting to premiere the trailer with you. Medal of Honor, going back to its roots, was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive experience, most immersive combat experience I've ever been able to work on. And the story follows you as a player being recruited into the Office of Strategic Services, commonly known as the OSS. And their mission was sabotage, espionage, search and rescue, everything in between. You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials now, the CIA. But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines. And that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent game player. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, which is more than some feature films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors. And it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure. Act 1 is working with the French resistance, getting ready for the invasion. Act 2 is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. And then the third act is dealing with the Nazi secret weapon program, which involved things like the 262 jet and the V2 rocket and things that could have really turned the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped them. So you get to go on this journey, this story. And the story is shot all from your perspective. Because it's VR, your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes. We don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful thing. It's all about building that emotional connection.
God, the cuts.
The experience all the more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your heart, and I'm like, wow, there's so much there.
Yeah, what the hell is happening with their stream?
Rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've had a great single player experience. But I hear you might also be doing MP too.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing about VR is that, I've spent we've known each other a long time. So much of your career trying to map natural human movements to a controller and just figuring out things like making it feel good. And one of the hardest ones is leaning. And in VR, you know how you duck? You just duck. And how you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just, it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer experience, it just raises it to a whole nother level. So we are shipping, in addition to the campaign, we are shipping a full suite of VR modes, including a few that you can only do in VR. And we're really excited about people playing those, after it comes out.
Wow, well, definitely a full-blown VR experience. I gotta say, I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this, and it's coming out later this year, right?
Coming out holiday, so yeah, fasten your seatbelts. We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back. And in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching tonight.
Okay, another shadow drop.
The world was broken.
fractured by the magic the Vow Keepers said they would protect us from. Spellstorms still rage across the ruins of the Hollowlands. This is proof, they said. It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used.
Not sure what this is at all.
But I am a battle mage.
I mean, the art is pretty damn good for the trailer.
I have broken my vow. And now I fight to break free.
Yeah, this animation is fucking sick. Oh, it's Spellbreak. It's a game made by Amazon. So yeah, Xbox Game Pass montage, of course.
So many great games in Xbox Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it as well. Every year at Gamescom, we like to highlight some incredible games made in Germany. And tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
最初タリカの音楽を聴いた時に曲が素晴らしいだけじゃなくてアミガのサウンドそのものも素晴らしいと思いましたね。日本じゃ本当に聞いたことがなかった音楽でした。
Factor Factor 5 was so far ahead of the curve, and each of their games pushed game technology as far as possible. I'd say they're one of the greatest indie developers of all time.
サウンドはすごいわ、グラフィックは綺麗だわ、ゲームプレイも滑らかで満足いくものだわで、本当にすごかった。今回タリカンのコレクションが出るってことをとても嬉しく思って。
Wait, M2?
これはまた当時みたいにみんなに見せて歩きたいなと思っています。
Fuck yes, M2 involved in this.
This was the first game that allowed me to completely fulfill my musical vision. It defined my career and the fans have been there ever since. To this day, it's one of my proudest works.
In June, Bungie revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light. For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the battle. Here's an all-new
So now, Destiny 2
Destiny
stuff.
2 Beyond Light.
The floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight is far from over.
Let them come. This is their fate.
But yeah, no one of those games that like I've heard a lot of good things about, but I've just never played it. I mean, hey, it's free, so.
One more award to give out tonight, and that is Best Sony PlayStation Game. So, without further ado, the winner is Cyberpunk 2077. Congratulations.
I love that it's the best PlayStation game when it was always revealed at Xbox events.
Check out the Gamescom Awards user voting, where you can vote for your favorite streamer, Gamescom's Most Wanted, and Best of Gamescom. The winners will be revealed at Gamescom Best of Show, along with cool cosplayers, esports, and more. So tune in on Sunday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Central European Time to see the grand finale of this year's Gamescom, where we give gamers the stage. That's it for me tonight, but before I turn it back to Jeff, I just want to say that I hope everyone out there is staying safe and healthy. We're all in this together, so take care. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sydney, and it's great to have you on the show again this year. All right, well, a lot of people have been wondering, what will the next generation of gaming feel like? How will it be different? What is that generational difference? Well, back in June, we saw the announcement of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac Games.
Okay, so now I get the gameplay demo of this.
PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and the DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
We're back. And not far from where we last saw him. We may still have time to put a stop to this.
Hey, I think I found the Wombat!
Oh dear.
God, I really wish I could play this, but obviously I don't have a PlayStation, so it's like the one game I would want a PlayStation for. I mean, I guess also probably Marvel's Spider-Man, because the Spider-Man game is pretty awesome. And ironically, both games are made by the same company. Like, seriously, why is it only Insomniac games that I seem to want a PlayStation for?
Feels good to be back in action.
I do find it weird that they're giving this such an in-depth gameplay demo, considering even the fucking original announcement had like a solid like 5-10 minute gameplay demo. Like, do we really need another like really long gameplay demo? I mean, hey, not complaining. Most places don't even give gameplay anymore, but like, it's like we already saw it though. Like, do we really need to see more?
I've been looking everywhere for you. Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious. Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right. Today, I will finally be free of the both of you. Soon, everything you see will be mine. Say goodbye. What did you do?
Rip.
Was that supposed to happen? Hitting Nefarious's device seems to have destabilized reality. The bridge is shot. There has to be another way across. The rifts appeared to react to your device. Try pointing it at one of them. That was rather exciting. Games before trade! This is worse than I had imagined.
Everyone look! It's Ratchet and Clank!
Sand sharks from above.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, it definitely does look pretty good, but like, we've already seen a lot of this in the gameplay that they showed at Sony's event.
A kraken? Or at least a very large octopus. I will never get used to that. Hey, At least we're on the same planet this time. Nefarious is on the other side of that building. Let's get moving before he does anything else to break reality.
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these just to try and take over the universe again?
Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than he is telling us.
That's what I'm afraid of. Can't wait to see what's new. More butts?
Yeah, there's so much destruction happening.
The Dimensionator away from Nefarious.
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
Yeah, that definitely still had the frame drops that the original trailer had.
Well, it is certainly not good. Great.
Beats me.
And great, now they gotta show this character again, and everybody's gonna freak the fuck out because, oh my god, it's a girl. Like last time.
Ratchet. We are too late. Ratchet?
Who? PlayStation.
There you have it, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and now I am joined by Marcus Smith and Mike Daly from Insomniac Games. Guys...
Yeah, honestly, that was a bit disappointing because it was literally just the exact same, demo that they showed during the PlayStation thing, just like 1 extra minute of footage at the beginning. That's it.
Let me ask you first, Marcus, what are you able to do with Rift Apart that you haven't been able to do before in a Ratchet game because of the power of PS5?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just pure horsepower enables us to fill our worlds with the kind of density and life that we've never been able to do before. More importantly, perhaps, though, is the dimensional shifting that we have going on, which uses the SSD that allows us to fling the player from planet to planet to planet lightning fast, like in way, way faster than anything we've ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the Rift tether, we saw that in the demo. We had seen some of that in the trailer. So that's all actual gameplay. Mike, I'm curious, like how does that work as you kind of play through the game? Are there certain moments and levels where you can jump, or how do you play through that?
Yeah, so in the game, there is dimensional damage spread throughout the galaxy that Ratchet and Clank have to find a way to fix. And you can find these weak points in space-time that you can pull to you with your Rift tether. It's like being able to lasso a portal. And that enables you to basically like warp across the world to find new places to discover or gain a tactical advantage in combat.
Wow, yeah, I got to say, like when you see that and you imagine the jumping from multiple worlds instantaneously almost, and it sounds like there's no load screens throughout the entire game.
That's right. We're going seamless.
That's right. Yep.
Wow, all right. You bite. So confident, both of you say it. I like it. Now, let me ask you about DualSense. That's something that is a big part of PS5. I've had a chance to hands-on with the controller, with the adaptive triggers and the haptics. How are you using that to sort of impact the gameplay of Rift Apart?
So at the heart of every Ratchet & Clank game is a powerful arsenal of weapons that just exude a ton of personality. And the DualSense is sort of like, it feels like it was made for Ratchet & Clank.
I mean, to be honest, it probably kind of was. Like, obviously with this being a game so early in development of the console,
your burst pistol,
they probably had direct input into the hardware.
Your kick with every bullet. But when you throw the Shadow Bomb, you can actually feel the energy pulsing off the grenade fade away as it gets further apart from you. Basically, the haptics are expressive enough that every weapon feels different and you can tell what you're holding. But of course, the adaptive trigger takes that to a functional level where, in addition to the trigger pull feeling unique, we can actually use that as a super intuitive way to add alternate functions to the weapons. So, for example, in the demo, we've got the Enforcer, which is a double-barreled shotgun. You can pull the trigger part of the way down until you hit resistance to fire a single barrel, and then whenever you feel like it's the right time, pull it the rest of the way for a double shot. So you might be swarmed by a bunch of little enemies. You only want to waste one shot on them, and then wait a minute for even more to swarm in before finishing them off. But a big guy, you probably want to just give both barrels to right away. So there's a nice intuitive way of basically raising the skill ceiling and giving you more ways to play better.
Wow, no, I'm excited to see how you guys are going to roll that out across what I'm sure are an insane, group of weapons as always. Plot-wise, Marcus, tell us a bit about this game. I think some fans have wondered, does this tie into the movie plot line, the game plot line? Like, how? Tell us in the Ratchet-verse where this sits.
Yeah. Well, canonically, this is an extension of Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, the 2013 game. But it's a standalone adventure, so it's one that, even if you've never played a Ratchet & Clank game, you can get into it and you'll understand it and you'll enjoy it. For hardcore fans, we have a lot of nods. You're gonna see a lot of returning characters and planets and see them all through a whole new light of multiple dimensionality.
Yeah, no, this Rift Tether thing I think looks really exciting. And how often, is that something we saw in the demo? Is that something you're going to see frequently in the game? Are there special moments? I guess I'm curious how often you use that technique for gameplay.
So the Rift Tether has created these anomalies all throughout the galaxy. You'll encounter those pretty often. There's even a few more types of dimensional damage you'll encounter that we haven't shown yet. Okay. Now, being pulled between worlds, that's localized to chasing after Dr. Nefarious in the demo. And that's sort of reserved for special moments when you really have to, when the dimensional damage really tears wide open.
Well, I got to say, it looks incredible. And then at the end, we got another tease of this female Lombax. I know you guys have confirmed she is playable in parts of the game. I think everyone wants to know, though, do we have a name for her?
The world is more interesting with mysteries, and we're going to have to keep this one a little longer.
Do we get a number of letters in her name or anything?
Too many smart people on the internet. They'll figure it out right away.
She's not named Abby, though, right? All right, well, we'll have to wait and see what you guys have in store for us. I got to say, it looks incredible. The Ratchet games are always so much fun, and as you said, when you think of the power of SSD and the DualSense all coming together, it looks really exciting. Before we go, though, I think everyone around the world wants to know when we're going to get to play this game. Anything you can share with us on where you're at in development right now? Mike?
So Ratchet & Clank is coming out in the PS5 launch window. So we haven't announced a specific release date yet, so stay tuned for that.
What kind of window? Is it big window? So, no, I'm just kidding. All right, that's all we're going to get, I'm sure. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart coming in the launch window for PlayStation 5. I got to say, Insomniac, we're so excited what you guys are doing across PlayStation, and the game looks incredible. So thank you so much for all you've done, and we look forward to seeing more of Rift Apart soon.
Thanks, Jeff. Take care.
All right, Marcus and Mike from Insomniac, thanks for showing us that first look at Ratchet & Clank or PlayStation 5. And that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. Thank you so much for watching from around the world, and make sure to stay tuned all weekend for more live Gamescom coverage at gamescom.global. As for us, we'll see you later this year for the Game Awards 2020. Our team is hard at work to build...
Honestly, I'm surprised that's how they ended it.
Coming in December. We'll see you then. Good night.
No, one more thing. Okay. So yeah, overall pretty good event, although, yeah, I'm just, like, kind of surprised that was it. But now I gotta find the post-show thing. Because they did say there would be more stuff shown during the post-show, so... I think I might got it, because I remember it being IGN, so... Let's see.
Of course, that sort of remains to be seen until we get the game into our hands, but the promise of that is definitely very exciting. Miranda, would you agree?
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at next gen, you're like, okay, well, what could they possibly do besides like better graphics? We want better frame rates. We want that 4K. Those are like all the checks in the box, right? And next, like the big thing that everyone is looking to are those loading times. Like looking at that speed, like how seamless of a game can you give us? And them touting this at the very forefront, at the very beginning of this generation, this next generation, is very exciting because this is only the start, right? And we always look at every console generation and see how much they evolve over time. So this is the beginning.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're gonna show it here, but
Yeah, we are still, of course, waiting on the actual release date for the PlayStation 5, but Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is coming within the release window, they say. Michael, what does that mean to you? Like, do you think we could still get this game before the end of 2020, or do you think maybe like the first quarter of 2021?
I mean, they need a strong lineup to sell the console, so actually bringing this out when the PlayStation 5 launches will be very important for them. So my hopes are that it's out before the end of 2020, but maybe we have to wait until spring 2021.
Yeah, it's unclear how big the launch window is that Sony is considering.
Yeah.
But let's move on to a big game that actually is coming this year and does have a release date. It's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. We know this one is coming out on November 13th. Seb, you're excited for this one?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Cold War era is something that I was always excited about.
in school, and we live in Germany here, so we were very close to the wall. I'm from eastern part of Germany, so I basically live behind the curtain. So seeing this game tackling this area is very, very close to my heart.
Miranda, I know you play a lot of Call of Duty. Are you excited for Cold War?
Yes, as I have posted for once, this is the first time I'm actually excited.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna end up sticking around for this though, because like as much I want to see some of the stuff that they said they had to announce, like I don't know if I want to stream it.
But I think this has the potential to be something really interesting and to shake up what we expect from Call of Duty campaigns. As Seb mentioned, I also really enjoy the Cold War. I think that conflict is really interesting, and I think it's going to pose some very neat aspects of gameplay for the campaign. And it is done by Raven instead of Treyarch, so that's really exciting because they're usually a support studio.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's kind of neat and funny that they've got fully animated and voice acted Ronald Reagan in the game.
Very weird.
Michael, how are you feeling about Cold War?
The 80s aesthetics is one thing that really speaks to me. The other thing is this combination of they have this made-up conspiracy theories in the game, and also they're basing it on true declassified US secret files. And this combination with reality...
Okay, so it says there's gonna be more stuff shown at 1 p.m. Pacific time, which is
yeah, it's been a while since I've played a Call of Duty campaign, but like you, Michael, the 80s
at 3 p.m. So basically now, so it should be shown during this time.
Let's talk about a big game. We know it's been developed it's in development for a long time. We don't know much about it though.
It looks like it goes all the way to
today
3 p.m. Pacific time. So
sort of behind the scenes video with the developers. They didn't show us, much, didn't give us much information, but I don't know. For me, this was like the first time I just thought it was really nice to know, okay, this game is definitely in deep development. It's being written.
So 5 p.m., which I guess would be normal stream time when I did stream more regularly. So I guess I can technically possibly stay. I'll see how it goes for a bit here.
Like, even though we're just getting little teased, obviously it's just very much in development. I think Solus's character arc is really interesting. They made a funny joke about some people like wanting to marry Solus, some people wanting to kill Solus, and some people being in the middle of both. And that's me. I'm in the both. Like, we could kill him, marry him, and then kill him right after. It'd be great. No, like, just Dragon Age is such a fantastic franchise. And I think one thing that I really loved about this, too, is you got so much of the behind-the-scenes information, right? Of, like, watching them working on this game that is obviously very much in development. And I really love the potential they have here for these environments that are really vibrant. I love the character designs that they've showcased. I super love these Dragon Age characters a lot, and I think they do a great job writing them. And so getting a little tease at the characters that they're developing now is really exciting for me.
Yeah, even though we're still just seeing very early in development gameplay, glimpses, it's enough to start getting excited about. Seb, do you think this one is still a ways off? Like, will we play this 2021, 2022?
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, they're only showing concept art, and there's basically nothing that's real right now, except that we know that there's, as Miranda said, there's voice recording, and there's everything else being transformed into that game right now, but there's no actual gameplay. And I think we still have to wait a very long time before we see it, and there's a lot at stake for BioWare here. After Andromeda and after Anthem, there's a lot at stake.
Yeah, I agree. Michael, how about you? Was what we saw today enough for you to start getting excited for Dragon Age 4?
Not really. I mean, Zeb already mentioned it. There's a lot at stake for BioWare. I mean, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. I also like the Dragon Age games, but Mass Effect was always my favorite. But this is the game they really have to nail. If this flops, this will be very, very bad for BioWare's reputation going forward. So I think they better get this right and take the time they need. But as we've seen no gameplay today, I think this is a ways off.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Well, another game, a game that is not very far off is Star Wars Squadrons. It's coming this October. It's got a campaign that was written by former IGN editor Mitch Dyer. I know, Miranda, you said before that you're excited to jump into Star Wars Squadrons. Anything you saw today piqued your interest?
Yeah, I like that we're getting kind of a story element to it. And I will double mention that Mitch is a very good friend of mine. I have another friend who worked on this game. So just to preface that very intensely. Yeah. So I am very excited to check out what they have in store for here.
we're starting to get I think we got a glimpse of campaign gameplay today. Leia was in the trailer here. It still remains to be seen how much she's in the game, if at all. But also we know that popular Star Wars character Wedge Antilles is at least in the game. Seb, is this a game you're going to be flying around in this fall?
Yeah, probably very much so. I mean, it looks fantastic. The gameplay feels very, very good. But the one thing that I'm kind of worried
to be honest, I think I'm just gonna end it because like
not showcasing it enough.
I might end up watching this on my own, but like it's just kind of boring to react to when just listening to other people talk about things that have already been announced technically.
Getting more coverage from
So yeah,
I agree that.
Find somebody to raid. Assuming Twitch and everything wants to friggin' load. Oh god, the lag. Real. Okay, well, Tim literally just started, so might as well go over to him. Ugh. God, if everything would stop freaking lagging, holy shit. I have no idea what the fuck's happening like with the browser right now. Like everything else is working fine, it's literally just the freaking browser. Copy the raid message. Yeah, I need to see how far in the stream they are, because I kind of want to wait until, you know, they actually are off the starting soon screen, ideally. Okay, so they are. So yeah, let's go send it over to them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know when the next stream is going to be, obviously, because like this is obviously the last Summer Game Fest event, so for all I know, you know, there might not be any events for a while, and I don't know if I'm going to end up getting to a game stream, because I never do, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Join the Discord if you want to see more, and peace out.
Hey. Brandon! With the raid! What's going on, dude? Hope you're having a good day. Better than mine, at least. Oh, my goodness. And I guess we'll keep going for a little bit. Yo, if anybody wants to request a song, the song list is open to absolutely everybody and everybody. ! SR plus the YouTube link of the song you want me to play. We'll get you added to the list. We do randomize the song list as well. Well, we try to. So get your song on the list. I may be able to play it, or I may not be able to play it. Any promises, but heck yeah, dude. Hopefully you guys are having a good night, day, morning, whatever time of day it is for you. I'm gonna drink some G Fuel. And we're gonna try to get through another song. Let's see if everything's holding together. Ah, heck yeah.